CCA Workbench, Dave.
Yes, sir.
We're talking new products like we do every week.
Yep, we're going to start off with a new Suffix 832 right there. It's coastal camo color. That's the new color.
Look at that, Dave.
That's made for saltwater fishing right there. Blends in with the blue water. You know, they got the R8 precision braiding, and what that is they have 8 fibers in there, 7 Spectra fibers, and then 1 Gore-Tex fiber wrapped around it. So, you know, it makes it really, really strong. That's 10-pound test at a 4-pound diameter. I bet it breaks a lot more than 10. I use it all the time. I crank big fish out of some heavy stuff with that stuff. It's hard to break, it really is. It's got the enhanced color retention. It's water repellent. It doesn't absorb a whole lot of water, so it stays really nice and loose. Just a really good line.
You know, Dave, in the camo, the blue camo, as well as the white ghost line that 832 makes.
I like the white too.
Now, guys, I want you to think about this like this. It's really simple. If you go in your pool and you take a strand of braid and you run it across the water and you're down on the bottom looking up, are you going to see blue against blue, or are you going to see olive green against that?
Right.
Listen, all the birds of prey got white under their wings. There's a reason for it.
Yep.
God gave them that way so that they could sneak up on stuff.
Yep.
And I think for a long time we've been using the wrong color lines.
Yeah. Blue in the water is really good.
It's really good stuff.
All right. Well, these are some First Light jigs, you know, from Fort Pierce. This guy makes all kinds of jigs. You know, I believe that one there is called the Sweeper, and it's got a really flat head, and the eye's out on the end, so it'll stay close to the bottom, and with the eye up like that, it doesn't keeps it, you know, from getting into the rocks and stuff. You'll still lose them, but you know, if you're using a jig like that properly, you're going to lose a few. You know, you want to keep that thing in contact with the bottom if you can, and that Sweeper jig allows you to do it. They also make, you know, we're talking about Cobias. He also makes a nice Cobia jig. You know, they come with a nice plastic body on them, so you know, adds more action, makes them sink a little bit slower, stay in the strike zone a little bit better. You know, he makes a ton of different types of jigs, from snook being his most popular, but he just does a really good job with all of them, from, you know, hand tied here in the United States, really good strong hooks. You just can't beat them, the First Light jigs. Going on, we've got some good stuff from StarBrite. You know, all of our boats, you know, all of our saltwater boats especially, have a non-skid deck. You know, if you're going to be up on the front of the casting deck, it's got to have non-skid, or you're going to find yourself in the water. The bad thing about non-skid is it collects everything, every little bit of dirt from the road, from, you know, fish blood and guts and everything. It's hard to get off that non-skid because the raised surface, you know, it creates cracks and crevices. Well, this non-skid deck cleaner uses a special polymers to break up the dirt without using soap. Because, you know, if you're putting soap on a non-skid, guess what? It gets slippery. We don't want a slippery non-skid. So, you know, this deck cleaner does a really good job. You just lay it on, let it soak for a little while, and then rinse it off, brush it off if there's a little bit of dirt left. But usually you don't have to really hit it with a brush, because it does a good job of lifting the dirt. After you do that, you can put on your non-skid deck wax. And you know, if you put on regular wax on a non-skid, again, it's going to make it slippery. Well, this is a non-slippery wax for your non-skid. It also you can use it on any of the surfaces of your boat, even metal, rubber, everything. You can use it on the outside. Stains, exactly.
UV,
and once you got it on there, it keeps stuff from sticking to it, and it also helps your fiberglass resist any kind of UV breakdown.
And you know, like all the StarBrite
painted stuff too, even if it's painted.
Absolutely. And like all the StarBrite products, Dave, it's just so easy to use it.
Correct.
It really is.
Correct.
They make some great stuff and it makes it easy for dummies like me.
Yeah, this thing's pretty heavy. This is the CCA degouger. It's a 21-inch heavy gauge degorger, and what you do is, you know, if you've got a grouper that you've caught your limit already and you don't want to reach in there and get your hooks out, or, you know, a big king mackerel that you've caught your limit, a barracuda, you know, any toothy critter, you know, you want to get your hook back and let the fish go, or even if he's in the box and you want to get the hook out and it's deep, you know, you could use this thing. It's got a 21-inch heavy hook. You know, it's got a 9-inch lanyard on it, so you know, you've got plenty of room to get around your wrist, so it won't fall in the water. You know, and by the way, it's a CCA and an academy, and if you go and spend your money at the academy and buy the CCA products, we get a little bit of benefit from it. CCA gets a little bit of money out of it.
Yeah, academy gives them a percentage.
There you go.
All right, Dave.
We're all done.
We're good. Are we done?
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, I didn't know.
Well, I'm not done because I am just taking a look at this beautiful Coral Yeti Rambler, and it's amazing. They have new colors. Check out Yeti.